Alright, this is Calibos, and we're still playing whatever this is called, Project Ozone 3. So, at this point I have made a couple more graves, and you see the purple globes randomly floating around on those. That means that the graves have spirits attached to them. Pretty cool. I have a couple of things that I would like to accomplish. So, it's not immediately obvious what you need to be doing for corrals, but if you look into the advancements, it has quite a fairly good progression here to be following. So one of the things is you actually have to die. So I'm not exactly sure how I want to do this. We'll do that, and then we'll kind of wander over here, and we're gonna let him kill me, and then we're gonna try and fix it. So it's a blood moon, so everything should be willing to spawn over there, but somehow it's not. Ah, there's a spider and a skeleton. So let's take a second and turn off the spawning and allow them to kill us. No, don't go after the cat. Don't. No, not the cat. Oh, you jerks. This guy's too good to attack me. Can you believe it? Let's take off the armor. I have no idea why they apparently don't care about me. Hey, man. Oh, there we go. Alright. So, should have had a grave spawn there. Not sure why we didn't have one. So let's get rid of some things really quick. Ender pearl, string. So as far as the cat, I actually got it. It spawned on the cursed earth over there. And there were two. I'm not precisely sure. Alright, so let's come over here. Just come on, kill me. Kill me. Do this. Hold on. Trying to type. I'm wondering if it's this. Inventory false. Okay. Because, as I said, the advancement says that... Oh, maybe I'm wrong. First grave. Oh no, see? Yep, I have to die. Kill me! I'm not sure why I'm not leaving a grave behind. Also not sure why I'm not taking any damage. Oh, I have a resistance bonus. It's gonna take a minute. Let's have some strength. There we go. Come on. There we go. So now we have that. So if we do this, there should be a thing. so we've made got our first grave. So that should be lit up now, up here. So that's important. So the key string, how much string is in there? Oh, we've got a lot of string. Wow. Power 1. So going up, knowledge of death. So we can now, if we want to, so this one I think is not going to do us any good, the lost tablet, unless we go to a different dimension. And I'm not sure if there is a mining dimension. So the only portals that I'm seeing are Erebus, the Deep Dark portal, Hunting Dimension portal. I have no idea about that. Like I've never seen that before. Okay, so there's not a lot that we can do as far as this, I'm thinking. For the moment, I think that we are going to make some voodoo poppets, yeah? Not sure drowning is going to be an issue, I guess. You know, Featherfall might give us more time to, like, teleport home. And it does lead towards invulnerable, but we'll do this. So we now have a 20% chance to find special drops on the undead. So now we're going to have a better shot of getting more grave dust. Hopefully we immediately get some grave dust, but we don't. I forget how to select which grave is going to be yours. Like, you can actually pick one. And that's the design you'll always get when you're doing the tombstone thing. So, meanwhile, let's look at some of the other crafting stuff we can do with this mod. So, let's go back to Corrales. So let's do this. Actually, there is... Yeah, so let's go ahead and make the Ankh. Pretty simple. We've got the materials. We now have the Ankh. So now we can do that. And so this will allow us so I do not remember what planar binding does. There's actually a list of them somewhere, and you can see it has a cooldown. There's a bunch of different scrolls over here. I used one on accident, the Scroll of Knowledge, which gives you 2000 XP. There's actually a quest for using all the different scrolls. So let's use some scrolls. So I'm right-clicking and holding, and then it uses the scroll. And that gives us unstable intangibleness. So that means we're actually like invulnerable 1 second out of every 5. this gives us true sight. We've already used one of these. True sight, feather falling. So, feather falling. A little cleaning is necessary. I don't remember what that one does. But meanwhile, that levels us up, and now we have a 30% chance to find something on them. So let's go ahead and do this. Get a loot bag, sand, wither ribs. All right, so you can tell that we're starting to actually get some stuff. So if we want to make scrolls, we can simply make strange scrolls, which we have to have a crafting recipe for. Strange scrolls. So it requires grave dust, sticks, and paper. So let's grab some paper. We have some more. So we'll do this. Boom. We've got the strange scroll. Advancements. So the only one we need to finish for this set is Death Will Not Be Enough, and that's Preservation Magic. Preservation requires a rabbit's foot, which we need to get from rabbit essence or by killing a rabbit. I haven't actually seen rabbits yet. I'm sure that they're probably a thing in the right biome, but this is a jungle biome, so we're unlikely to see them here. But we'll fix that. Meanwhile, we also can do, if we get a zombie villager, we can use an Ankh of Prayer on them. I think that converts them back, but I'm not sure. Halloween lollipops. I don't remember. I think you can only get those during Halloween, but I am not sure. I remember last time I played this, it was in fact during Halloween. And there were a lot of lollipops, like they were freaking everywhere. It was a little crazy, actually. Little crazy. Meanwhile, let me show you a cool thing about Tinkers. So, you're familiar with the whole repairing the swords. So now, I have made a stone sword blade by going to the part builder, selecting this, and then putting stone in here. You can also do it with cobblestone, it doesn't have to be cooked. Go back to the tool station, throw that in there. So if we look at it, attack is 4, modifier is 4. Now we come over here, attack is 5. It does more damage. And it's easy to repair. That is actually what cheapskate means, is the repair cost is cheaper. And we are actually getting more grave dust than we were getting before. And it's not just the grave dust that we get from the drops from them. I think that we also gain. Oh, there we go. Awkwardly, it makes things like drops from animals, I think, are more common. I could be wrong. I've only played with this mod a little bit, and I'm actually quite fond of it. We have lots of pickles. That's really weird. So, ball of fur is from the cat. This is our last ball of fur. We got fish from it. Gunpowder. Gunpowder. Check the string overboard. We don't need it. I actually made a fishing rod. That's where I got the fish that we bribed the ocelot with. If you're unfamiliar on how to bribe an ocelot, it does take fish. And the process is fairly simple. You have to remember that you cannot approach it. You have to wait for it to come to you. Otherwise, it will not work. Oh, see, while we were dinking around, this one has picked up a soul. So I don't remember. There we go. That was fun. I don't remember if there is anything else. One, two. Stone we've got over here. I honestly haven't seen too many people play around with corrals. It's not a bad mod. Like it's got a lot to recommend it. Not of chocolate. I keep hitting that. Enhancements. I thought that there was a guidebook. Magic recycling. Nope. Nope. Time for misadventure. Crafting fishing rod of misadventure. So we need 3 dead bushes and some grave dust. So if we put saplings on a drying rack. So let's make a drying rack really quick. Should give us slabs, which should give us a drying rack. So we need 2 drying racks. We need some saplings. Oh my gosh, the blood moon is rising. Who would have thought? So with the Tablet of Recall, you can actually go to a specific place. If you have a Tablet of Assistance, you can go to another player, so it allows teleport on servers. This is pretty handy when you have a couple of people, especially if you have the perks from this that allow you, like mastery of tablets. So if you have this one and you have a high enough chance, you don't actually use the tablets up because they have a limited number of uses. Scrolls are 1 use, tablets are like 5 uses, I think. But if you have the mastery of tablets, then you have a chance of not using the tablets up. And so you can make a tablet for yourself or for somebody else. And there is a good possibility that you won't use the tablet up when you're teleporting to them, and you can teleport to people. Not just for server admins. I mean, teleport could be turned off, but okay, so we haven't done a lot of crazy things this episode. You guys did get to see a Did get to see the some of the Corrales stuff in action. I hope that you didn't mind that. Like I said, I'm quite fond of it. Oh, squid-beaks. Eternal Compass and the Curse of Binding. Interesting. I don't know what Eternal Compass does. So meanwhile, let's see what other exciting things that we can do. We'll hold on to that because it could be fun and useful. Keep us from catching on fire. Paper. So that and that. At this point, we're actually collecting quite a bit of iron. We should probably make a little bit of progress, at least in the pack itself. We have a couple of quests here. So let's make a sieve and some string mesh. We've got that. All right, that completes that. Hey, look, we did an official quest. That music is obnoxious. I'm sure somebody's very proud of it. So one of the reasons that it gave us 9 of these is because if we make more of them, so we have a second one here, and we throw this down, and we'll get some, say, I don't know, sand. Sand's not sievable. Flint, 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 iron, diamond. It is not sievable with string. Okay, so we won't use sand as an example. How's that? Sorry, I was just having an exciting moment of discomfort. But we will move on with life. Okay, I've got a hammer here. So, as you can see, it sieves both of them simultaneously. This is handy and very fast. So if we were to, say, make a couple more of these, like, I don't know, 9-ish. And then if conveniently any of these also had that, why look, it sieves all of them at once. And now we have rock candy. I think that is all that we got from it. String mesh, we saved gravel, so we can get flint and rock candy. That is what you can get from gravel. So, yep, I think that we'll call it here. I suspect that I need to go and deal with things. I've walked you through a little bit of the beginnings of Corel. We have walked through, we've seen the sieving stuff. I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of sieving. I'm generally not fond of sieving, so I try to automate the process as quickly as possible. But, some parts of it you can't until later. But we'll see. So yeah, I'd like to thank everybody for coming. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like so that I will know that you enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy it, you clearly don't have to leave a like. And in fact, I would appreciate if you would tell me what you didn't enjoy, or what I could be doing better. If you did enjoy it and you want me to cover a specific thing or go back over or not do something that I did anyway, then by all means, tell me. It's the only way I'm going to know. Communication. It is the key to civilization. So, quick note about this. So this cooldown timer, I believe, is based on an actual clock. So I think that if you shut your world off, even in single player, it continues to count down. It's not that it continues to count down while the world is shut off. It just, checks the time. And that's enough. So, yep. Thanks for coming. Have a good night.